APC rolling down the road here and just barely missed a few Logis, but doesn't miss that mine.
Do we have a squad prepared for the...
And the Logi just peeks out and sees what happened. Gonna have to get a new crewman up on top of that automatic grenade launcher, and should see the Logi just now. Doesn't, and the Logi is going to be able to go away, should be able to open up, but no, the BRDM comes in, and what an absolutely clutch moment to show up. BRDM saves his friendly Logi in Scratch 1 Mark 19. Hey guys, MoiDawg here, and today we've got another episode of Eye in the Sky, where we take a look at a game of squad from the top down. In this one, we have the US up against the Insurgents on Fallujah. This is Fallujah RAS V2 with the US's 1st Cav Regiment up against the Insurgents' irregular battle group. I don't know if there's something in the air, I don't know if there's something in the water, but teams lately have just been trying to get ticket pinata type factions. Both of these sides decided to get a whole bunch of vehicles in a very close quarters urban map. You got the Americans with all sorts of different APCs, the mortar carriers as well, 2 variants of the Bradleys and an Abrams, and the Insurgents with pretty much every single vehicle they could possibly field. The layer here also results in some really good fighting, so between the matchup and the map we got, I think you guys will love this. If you like the video, do give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and drop me a comment below with a map, game mode, or faction you'd like to see in the next one. And don't forget to check out the live streams over at twitch.tv/MoiDawg, where I stream throughout the week. But that's it for me. Enjoy the video, and until next time, peace. All right, Eye in the Sky, and this is Fallujah RAS V2. We are on board with the Insurgents up against the 1st Cav of the U.S. Army. Insurgent have the irregular battle group with a few Logis, as well as a couple of the Logi pickup trucks, the smaller ones, so plenty of ways to get ammo and build around. A few of the transports, or one of the transports on delay, a few bikes, the Humvee Dishka Techie, another Techie with a 50 cal in back, a BRDM 2, so the scout car MTLB with the machine gun turret, 3 BMP 1s, and then a T62, just about a 10-minute delay here, 2 AA trucks, and then a rocket Techie. Americans with the 1st Cav have tracked Logis, M113 APC Logis, a few of the transports, and then a couple more of these M113As. 2 of the Mark 19 grenade launcher ones, as well as the 50 cal ones. Mark 19 grenade launcher, I believe these ones are the closed turret ones. M113A3 though would be the open top for the 50 cals. 1 Bradley, that's the Bradley without the tow missile, so the scout variant, 2 of the normal Bradleys, and then an Abrams. I believe they start with the Abrams. Maybe it's on a 5 or 6 minute delay. Very, very quick spawn. And then 2 of the M1064A3 mortar carriers. From the west side with Insurgent spawn across the river to Cemetery, Risala, Al-Qadra, Green Zone Factory, Market, Ascari Hill, and US spawn on the east. Green Zone will be your middle cap. And it should be a good one. Insurgents should actually have the upper hand in the city, especially with all of their IEDs. They have plenty of vehicles to get around and build FOBs. They just need to be smart and not just be ticket pinatas. They can really make the...
got the Logi stuck.
They can really make this. I say, hey, just got my Logi stuck. Not really what you want to see or hear as you're starting the game.
5 in one piece.
Because you want to be mobile, you want to be quick, you want to be able to react to where you see these APCs, get those heavy anti-tank kits on target. And so we have a couple infantry already out. Rat 007 pushing on the north side with his RPG. Kraken Doyle, he has an RPG 29, and he is right in front of us in factory here. I'll pop it on so you can see him, Kraken Doyle. But big armor push on the southeast side. We'll see where they want to go. Insurgents are actually lined up really well to cap not just Cemetery, but then Risala, Command Funky Ducky rather, is going to be on position to cap if he stays there.
Big thing is I would place the radio inside the building.
Bradley rolling in,
Building.
and he spots the sapper. Sapper got a little too cute,
Just thinking with those motors, we want to be able to get to it.
trying to get out some mines, and you have actually drop a crewman. That was a really smart play here. Drop a crewman to make sure nothing else is going to pop up and surprise you.
But place it where you want.
And RPG team,
It's always
you can see that giant RPG 29 to Kraken Doyle. He's trying to get on the backside here. So a little skirmish happening, or about to happen rather, if the vehicles, if they get kind of locked in here with a track, and oh, there it is! Humvee getting torn through by the Bradley. Infantry dismounting off to the east side, and they just play bumper cars with that Humvee. But if you can get these vehicles stuck and tracked, the anti-tank teams for the infantry can really start to swarm them, as you have now Wasabi Dictator, Hatkit, Shroomy, and Carpe Diem with a Logi here. And hold on a second. Godling rolling in with his Bradley. Infantry dismounting the APC. And they're starting to push green zone. Ooh. Bradley might have been tracked on the backside. Not tracked. Or even engined.
Side of green.
Bradley pushing into green zone. He's got Bradley on the south side. And hold on a second. They're just laying into. Is that a BMP? Oh no, BMP. Oh, it actually hits it. Great shot. In his dying breath, the BMP actually takes out, I think they actually took out his turret. You can see turret not able to move for the Bradley, so one of the Bradleys has to fall back. And if anything, you actually might lay a perfect trap for Kraken Doyle. Kraken Doyle should still be up there and know he's moved. Oh no, there he is. Kraken Doyle rolling up with his bike. And he actually might not have enough time for it. Logi also rolling up. There's just so many targets here, and Kraken, who's getting a little impatient, and that Bradley is going to go without any problem whatsoever. Bradley now pushing green zone. This will be a capture zone. You can see the outline here. Now just tearing into vehicles. Is this multiple Logis? No, one. The Rocket Techie was up here? Very confusing. The Rocket Techie was in a forward kind of middle position. That Rocket Techie should have never been this close. That's going to be not the most powerful of vehicles, but it is something you want to keep using in order to harass. HMG Techie goes down. And, well, we just said you had to not be a ticket pinata, and that's about what's happening. Lord Newt and Pokemon do go down. Good shots by the RPG-29. Kraken knocks out one Bradley, and that's a huge pick. You really couldn't lose all those vehicles and also let one of the Bradleys survive, so Insurgents able to take one back at least. And Kraken actually might be able to rearm and get another Bradley. I think so. Bradley is going to have to fall back, and so Kraken has his bike on the back side of this. He's going to his bike right now, and this might be perfect for him. Kraken Doyle rearming. I think he has one shot left. He might make it in time. Needs to get on top of this building.
Alright, we need to keep the line.
And this is going to be a hell of a shot if he's able to nail it. I just don't know if he's going to.
Where's the armor at? Mark it for us.
You might worth a YOLO.
Enemy radio at green zone, southeast corner.
And he's not going to choose to shoot it. Just unable to time it right. Nearly was able to get 2 Bradleys, and that would have really hurt the U.S.'s chances here. 230 tickets to 274. AT coming in, and wow, very aggressive radio placement. And no, this is horrible for the U.S. This is a free 20 tickets. Thank you very much. Insurgents gonna gobble up that radio. Easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna place it on the south
And Kraken
west side.
knocks out. Oh, he doesn't even knock out the APC. George XP doing another one of his Logi runs, and oh, there it goes. Now it's on fire. Wasabi Dictator with a shot, and George XP needs to figure out how to get that fire out. Needs to swap to a crewman kit real quick. And Wasabi Dictator, I wonder if he sees the tank now. Wonder if you want to go for the surefire kill, as we have all the assets load up now.
That's a good spot if you can. Yeah.
Trying to range it just right because he has the big boy tandem round. That's a hell of a shot he landed with that thing. It's a waterlogged football, very difficult to land. It's going to be near its max effective range. Just to lob it over that van. Oh, lands right in front of the van. About 30 meters short. And the APC is going to walk, clamber, slowly roll. Either way, gonna get out, and oh, doesn't matter. Oh, the RPG went right underneath the hull of the Abrams. Absolutely crazy placement. And that's a frag round. He's firing frag rounds at it. Gonna do nothing. Tandem round now, being loaded. Going to try to quick fire it in mid-arms on the fence. Just rush the shot. And armor is just all over. You're going to get a repair station up here too. And he's going to have a free route into green zone. Now you have a big armored push. So very good work by the Insurgents, able to fight off this radio. That is a huge loss for the Americans right out the gate. 228 tickets to 263. And the Insurgents are about to capture green zone. And because of that, oh, hold on a second. This is going to be a mistake. Insurgents going to roll in with an AA truck and just nearly lose it. And now what the problem's going to be if you're Insurgents is you have a point that has not that much cover outside of this one little building, and if you stay inside of this building as Eastwood goes down, if you stay inside of this building, you're going to allow yourself to get proxied by infantry pushing in. So you have the airburst mortars obliterating anyone who's brave enough to try to peek their head out, and as the airburst forces the infantry inside, the American infantry on the outside are trying to close in. You can see Sapperman is dead just inside here, but Rats, David, also been used. He might get picked up by this medic team. Moon on the north side as well. Just trying to get closer and closer. Bradley tearing into the top side as well. And hold on a second. APC rolling down the road here and just barely missed a few Logis, but doesn't miss that mine.
Do we have a squad prepared for the...
And the Logi just peeks out and sees what happened. Gonna have to get a new crewman up on top of that automatic grenade launcher, and should see the Logi just now. Doesn't. And the Logi is gonna be able to go away. Should be able to open up, but no, the BRDM comes in. And what an absolutely clutch moment to show up. BRDM saves his friendly Logi in Scratch 1 Mark 19. Insurgents making a game out of this. after an absolutely dreadful start. $233 tickets to 251, 20-ticket game, and Insurgents are actually, oh man, they're on a very good position. So Insurgents, this fob rather, they have two habs here. This is all in Insurgent position. They have a hab that's next to the only hab that the Americans have. It's in between both factory and market. This is a very, very precarious position for the Americans. It looks like they're actually, I guess, fine, and well, maybe they're not the Insurgents. I don't even know what exploded here. Might have been a high explosive mortar, but just pops a vehicle and an entire squad actually goes down in that explosion. And that was got high explosive mortars and airburst mortars hitting the point. And now a bunch of smoke as well. And this is a big armor push from the southeast side, infantry push from the northeast side. And another vehicle is going to go down for the Insurgents, 216 to 248. You really need to start using your IEDs if you're the Insurgents. I'm not sure where all the sappers are. Reboot your mind might go down here to the Abrams. I'm trying to figure out where these vehicles want to stay in play. And hold on a second, we got a hat.
Yeah, it looks like you're right. They do have an
Wasabi Dictator.
Like I just spotted it.
Insurgents just hiding along all the buildings here. There's so many different areas they can just peek. Speaking of peeking, I think Wasabi's still alive. Oh, he is! He's in the top! Can he see it? He's actually able to see. I think he's pulling out his binoculars. He's pulling out his rifle. But this is like a watering hole. Perfect position to start dumping on these Bradleys, and Wasabi should turn after hearing that. No, does he not have ammo? Very odd situation to be in. But there's also a BMP coming in on the northeast side. And we're going to let that one go because we have a potential tank fight. Abrams just pushing out back east from the south side of Green Zone as the T-62 is going to roll up on the hill and actually might have a great position to knock out a Bradley. Just going to see the APC. Might want to hold your fire on this one. Nope, not going to do that. APC will go down if he's able to get another shot, but what that does is also kind of just point. You got a huge neon sign that says T-62 over here, and that Abrams is now going to pounce, and that was just a huge misplay actually from the T-62. Very poor decision making, and now the Bradley's going to open up as well, and down goes the T-62. Going to have another shot into its ammo rack. Oh, and the ATGM just misses. T-62 taking forever to go, and the Abrams also misses, but not going to miss that one. And T-62 decides, I don't think, wait a second. He didn't even kill the APC. Just shows up, points to himself, makes a whole lot of noise and dies. This is why you need to be smart here. This team knew that the Abrams was out there. They knew that the Bradley was out there and decides to try to take a nice cheeky shot on an APC, which finally goes down to infantry. So help me, help you. Vehicles not able to do much. Oh, hold on a second. Abrams rolling right through the point, and we might have gotten lost in the clouds here. Oh, and he's tracked! Abrams tracked on the right side, and this is a very bad position. There was a UAV in the air, and the question is, the Insurgents, are they able to get an IED drone going? able to get an IED drone, perfect position. You just have the Abrams tracked so close to the point.
Putting my drone up.
And RPG deflecting. And I don't see the drone anymore.
They're digging down the half.
As command channels.
Green zone.
Oh, I think the drone was actually shot down.
To get some
So Abrams
bodies back
should
here.
survive. I am so confused at where... Transport. I think they were trying to do an IED transport. There's a lot of... It's very awkward that the Insurgents, they have so many IEDs. We've seen the RPG teams, the hat rounds, they've been doing well, but there's been no IEDs. There's only been one mine. This is supposed to be an irregular team, and they're using very regular tactics. So, not
I don't know who put the radio mark southwest of our eastern pub, but that was
not really the best decisions being made on Insurgent Command at the moment.
Their radio marks.
As now the Mark 19 APC with Pilot Grapefruit and Colonel Hacker rolling right in. Then you get through that tire fire, but the green zone has now been overrun. And wow, this is... It's actually crazy that the vehicles are there for the taking. And now the IED from that transport pops. Did it kill anything? It didn't. Well, here you go. Insurgents going to try to make a play on this fob. Tank coming in. Sapper coming in. Bradley on the south side. Abrams rolling in and should help support because he should pop and see. Oh! Oh my goodness! That makes sense. Insurgents been given a gimme. Abrams just does a whoopsie daisy rolling up to the point. And if the Insurgents can't kill the Abrams now, they don't deserve it. They do not deserve it. Perfectly normal squad situation happening right in front of you. And you know what's crazy? I still don't think he's going to kill it. Oh my goodness! Yeah, okay. I mean, your game's over. You can't.
We're burning so many tickets.
That's it. There you go. Insurgents, helpless. There you go. 115 tickets to 211. And oh, he did drop a C4, but it actually missed. Bradley now popping up and trying to help out. But ooh, hold on a second.
So it's hard to buddy rally.
BMP coming in and hits. I thought it careened off to the side, but actually BMP able to land a Malyutka shot on the Abrams. And that was a very... Oh, he might actually be able to. The problem is for the BMP, it's a wire-guided missile. You can see the wire on the ground there. So the BMP is now stuck on the other side of that van. I'm not sure if he's actually able to get the ATGM going, even if he wanted to. BMP is going to try to peek out, and this might not be smart. You have a Bradley and you have an Abrams nearby, and the Bradley... This is very awkward. The Insurgents have lost, just about confirmed a loss on green zone.
You can set your rally on our rally.
And they're going to just try to get their engine up, and that should be an easy mop up whenever the Americans decide to do it. But let's focus back on the fight here. 99 tickets to 200, and I think we've seen maybe one IED blast this entire game. Insurgents just willingly
Oh, hey guys, there's a hab right outside the walls.
choosing to not use the tools given to them. Very awkward.
That's probably why they're pushing us so hard.
Grenades now coming in, trying to breach north side of green zone. But I'm trying to figure out where Insurgents could. Man, we had an opportunity, the Insurgents, up here, but now Command wins. Falling back, there's just way too much pressure on the green zone, so this attack fob never really materialized. Al-Qadir now is where everyone's had to fall back, the Insurgents, but I don't see this one happening. Americans just, despite everything, honestly, I'm surprised at just how ineffective all the vehicle, or the anti-vehicle tools have been for the Insurgents. And green zone has been secured. Clone Mate was trying to run out and chase down a Sprite and Holty Bolty. That's not going to happen. And not sure what was up here. Maybe Command had tried to. I think they tried to set up a fob earlier and just got caught out. Insurgents just all over the map at the moment. You can tell they're not really working together as they should. But good rocket, or good mortar barrage, actually. Did they stop the cap? No, green zone is secured. Infantry out on the west side. Well, you might have a chance here. David holding off the infantry, knocks out 2 of them with a good grenade. Insurgent pushing the wall and trying to get some close quarter action. And able to get David on the other side. Insurgents, their only play right now is to recap green zone, and I don't think that's going to happen. They also have a hab. You can see right here underneath the mortar barrage. That's the American hab. So Insurgents, and now down to 20 tickets, lost 2 radios. They were just in the middle of nowhere. But hey, at least we can watch a Hell Cannon. Like how this is actually modeled. And hits Cryofan, actually. It looked like it wasn't going to hit anything. Cryofan might go down. Bradley mopping up a vehicle, and that will be the ball game. Infantry going to give up, and you can see there's just not much comms going on as well. Vehicles have never been called out. SL's just saying, well, this is what it is, I guess. Insurgents will go down as they've just been unable to crack the American armor. First cav I thought was going to be a little bit of a liability for the Americans, but it turns out just way too many vehicles for the Insurgents turn into ticket pinatas. Eight tickets left.
Be advised, enemy radios been spotted south of green zone by Al-Qadra in between.
Well, they can still push in and take this.
We're digging it down, but it's odd. Right there.
Eight tickets. And if they get the radio, if they don't lose any more vehicles, and they capture this, and the Americans let it happen, then there is a chance. FN Moon holding the corner. And goes down. There it is. 240 tickets to 0. Insurgents just not able to knock out the Vicks for the Americans. 77 kills to 169. 42 revives to 39. GG's.